Hi everyone, and welcome back to today's Summer Sculpt series workout. In today's flow, we are going to be doing a spicy upper body and core workout. You are going to need your light to medium weights along with your Pilates ball and your mat. Now when it comes to weight, I always say do what feels comfortable for you. If anything feels off, you can take anything and every piece of equipment away, but you can also challenge yourself and lift a little bit heavier. But also just make sure that your form is there and you are feeling good. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started in your warm-up for today. We can start in a seated position, crisscross whatever is comfortable for you. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Place your hands on the outside of your rib cage. Soften the gaze of your eyes. Let's start with our breathing. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Feel your rib cage expand. And exhale out through the mouth. Let's do this a few times here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. A few more times here. Nice big inhale. And exhale. We can maybe even set some intentions for class today. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Relax your hands down to the sides of your mat. Swing your legs back behind you. Let's place your knees in line with your hips, hands in line with the shoulders. Let's go and untuck your toes. Drop that belly button down into the mat. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling, going into that cat-cow. Inhale here. Exhale as you draw that belly button into your spine. Beautiful. Drop that belly button down to the mat. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw everything up towards the ceiling. You can go for nice big hip circles. You can stay in a position a little bit longer, whatever feels comfortable for you. A few more. Last two. Meet me in that neutral spine. In one, right there. Amazing. Let's go and tuck your toes underneath you. From here, lift your knees up a few inches off the mat. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale as you pike those hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Have the knees hover a few inches, bring it back into that bear stance. Exhale as you draw the hips back up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Last two. Last one. Have the knees hover a few inches off that mat. From here, push that left leg back to meet the back of your mat. Push that right leg to meet that back of the mat. Holding that tall plank position, bring that left knee under the hip, tuck the toes under, and bring that right leg going into that push back. Beautiful. Make sure your hips are not sinking, your hips are not up towards the ceiling. Have a nice neutral spine. Almost out of here. Last three. You got this. In two. Last one. Hold that tall plank position right here. Just hold for 5. In 4, 3, 2. Drop to those knees in 1. Beautiful child's pose. Pull those knees apart. Toes together. Reach the arms far in front of the mat. Inhale through the nose and exhale out as you come back up onto all fours. Swing the feet around towards the front of your mat. Let's grab your Pilates ball and one weight. Place that weight to the right side of your mat. Grab your Pilates ball. Spread your legs to meet the width of your mat. Flex the feet. Grab your ball, place it right in the middle of your mat here. Relax the shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. From here, your arms should be fully extended in front of you. Gaze is in front, take a nice big inhale. Exhale as you roll down one vertebrae at a time. As you slowly roll the Pilates ball towards the front of your mat, take a nice big spine stretch. Beautiful. And come back to your starting position. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. And slowly roll everything back up. A few more. Last one. Slowly roll the ball, one vertebrae at a time, and slowly roll everything back up to your starting position. Beautiful. We can place that Pilates ball away. Let's go and grab that one single weight. From here, we are going to go into our core. We have a nice, good series right here. Let's grab that weight in your left hand. From here, extend both legs nice and long. Have your feet flexed up towards the ceiling. Right hand is placed to the right side of your mat. It's here for support, but as we go into our roll up, really try to not have that be the biggest thing to help you up. Really use that core to guide you up into that roll up. As you can tell, we are working our roll up this week, so really take what you need. If the weight is too much, take it away. From here, take a nice big inhale. The weight is at shoulder height in that left hand. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as we peel up one vertebrae at a time. Dig those heels into the front of your mat. Exhale as you sit up nice and tall and bring that weight in that left hand overhead. Left bicep by your left ear. From here, come down through your core as you come back down one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Weight comes back to eye level. Exhale, roll everything back. Beautiful. As you guys know, everything has a layer, so this is our foundation right here. Inhale and exhale as you lift up. Last two. Last one. Meet me all the way down on your back. Next time you roll up, inhale, exhale, lift that right leg into that teaser. From here, connect that right knee to left elbow, rotate towards that right knee, then extend everything back up to your starting position and then roll back down one vertebrae at a time. Next layer here, inhale, exhale, lift up tall, rotate, extend, and lower. Beautiful. We have two more. Rolling down, last one. Meet me all the way in that roll up. Go into that rotation, holding this here. We're isolating that rotation. Extend that right leg long, left arm up towards the ceiling, and then back into that rotation. We're not dropping. Isolating that rotation. You got this. Stay with me. Sit up nice and tall. Yes, you got this. If it's too much, you can just keep that right leg bent the whole entire time and just rotate that left arm. But you got this. For 5. Yes. For 3. Hold that right leg extended, left arm up towards the ceiling in 1, hold. For 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly roll everything back down. Beautiful. Drop that weight for a moment. Rock the hips side to side. Amazing. Bring both legs into tabletop. Bring that left arm back to that starting position up towards the ceiling. Going into our next core variation, make sure your back is nice and neutral on that mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you cross that left arm towards the right outside body, outside of your right leg. Lift that left shoulder through and then come back to center. Inhale, exhale, cross it through and back to center. Inhale and exhale as you cross. Getting a little bit of upper body here. Last 3. In 2. Last 1. Come back to your center. Inhale through your nose. Exhale as you extend that left leg long as you cross that left arm towards the right outside of your body, and then pull everything back together. Next layer, inhale, exhale, reach across, and back to center. Beautiful. Last 3. In 2. In 1. Hold that left leg extended. Hold that left arm to the outside of the right side of your body. Lift that left leg up towards the ceiling. Point the toe. Flex the foot as you lower down a few inches. Beautiful. Lift it back up and lower it back down. Almost there. You got this. And lower it down. Lift that left shoulder up a little bit higher. Try not to sink. We have 3. Good. We have 2. Beautiful. Last 1. Hold that left leg a few inches off that mat. Grab the weight with both hands. Come back to center as you thread that weight underneath your right leg. Switch it over to the left leg and bring it under, going into some bent leg scissors here. Lift up that neck, that chest a little bit higher. You got this. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Stay with me. Chin away from the chest. Last 5. In 3. In 2. In 1. Beautiful. Bring the knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Amazing work. Let's bring both legs back extended. We're going into our roll-up on the other side. Get some water if you need it. Take what you need. If the weight was too much, take it away. The weight is at eye level towards the ceiling. Back is nice and neutral on that mat. Feet are flexed. Left hand is there for guidance. From here, inhale through the nose. Exhale as you roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Just going into that roll up, not adding in that leg just yet. Sitting up tall, and then lowering everything back down. Last two before we add on. Last one. Meet me all the way on your back right here. Next, roll up. Lift that left leg up into that single leg teaser. Rotate that left knee, right elbow together. Extend everything tall, and then lower everything back down. Inhale and exhale, lift, hold, rotate, back to center, and then lower everything. Inhale, exhale, lift, hold, beautiful. Again, if that straight leg is too much, you can always keep your left leg bent and then rotate. Last three. Into. Beautiful. One more. Meet me at the top in that rotation. In one. Hold right here. Just isolate that rotation. Extend the leg long and rotate back in. Or keep that left leg bent and just rotate that arm. Beautiful. In three. Last two. In one, hold that left leg extended, right arm up towards the ceiling. Hold for three, for two, for one. Slowly roll everything down. Beautiful. Drop that weight. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side. Amazing. Bring both legs into tabletop. Grab that weight in that right hand. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you cross that right arm to the outside of your left leg. And pull everything back together. Inhale, exhale, and cross. The weight in your arm is at ceiling height at eye level. We're not taking it all the way back. Adding on in three. Last one. Cross it over. Bring it back to your starting position. Next time you cross over, extend that right leg nice and long. Pull everything back together. Inhale and exhale. Last three. Last one. Beautiful. Cross it over. Hold that right arm to the outside of your left leg. Have your right leg hover a few inches off that mat. Lift that right leg up towards the ceiling. Point that toe. Flex and lower that leg back down. Beautiful. Lift up through that right shoulder a little bit higher. Extend that right leg long. Flex that leg and bring it back down. Flex a foot and point the toe up. Beautiful. Yes. It's getting spicy, but you're strong. We have 5. In 3. Last 2. Have that right leg hover a few inches. In 1, have it hover a few inches off that mat right here. Grab that weight with both of your hands. Thread the weight underneath your left leg. Switch the legs, bend that right leg as you thread the weight through underneath your right leg. Scissors. Bent like scissors here. We're finishing it off strong here. You got this. We have 10. Chin away from the chest. Lift up a little bit higher through the shoulders and the chest. We have 5. Good. In 3, Last 2. In 1, bring the knees to the chest, rock side to side. Woo, amazing. Drop that weight to the side of you. Slowly roll up like a ball into a seated position. I want you to grab the other weight. I do recommend a lighter weight right here, just because we are going to be working more of a dynamic movement. So I have my 3-pound weights here. Let's start off in that kneeling position. Extend that left leg nice and long. You're kneeling on that right side, so make sure your knees is in line with your hip. The weights are going to be at chest level. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. You're not hiking them up. Relax them. Tuck the elbows down just slightly. Don't have them lifted up too high. Make sure your pelvis, low back is not arched. Tuck that pelvis underneath you. Really engage that core. Gaze is at the front. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you side bend towards that right side. Beautiful. And lift up through your obliques. Inhale, exhale. Slowly lower. And lift up through that right side of your oblique. Beautiful. Few more before we add on the arms. And 3. Last 2. One more side bend right here. Lift up back to your starting position. Next time you side bend, open up and drop that right arm down to meet your mat. Pull it back to your starting position and then lift it back up. Inhale, exhale down. Extend and drop that right arm. Pull everything back together and lift up through. Beautiful. Adding on in 3. Last 2. Last 1. Meet me back in your starting position. Next time you side bend to that right side, we're opening up both arms now. Left arm up towards the ceiling, right arm down towards your mat. Bring it back to your chest level, back up to your starting position. Next layer here, really gonna feel that core, a little bit of upper, back together. Yes, if you need to drop that weight, take what you need. Last 3. In 2. Good. One more. Open up, close it, and back to your starting position. Let's go back into that side bend. Open up both arms, an isometric hold. Bring it together and open up those arms. Just holding it here for 10. You got this. For 8. Beautiful. In 5. Both arms open in 3. In 2. In 1, hold both arms open, gazes up towards the ceiling, small pulses, up and down for 5, for 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Come back to center with the weights. From here, rotate towards the front of your mat, onto that right knee. Left leg is extended right here, okay? Holding that position from here, just so you can see. Inhale through the nose, exhale as you drop down into that Pilates push-up. Lift up through that left leg, drop that chest down, holding the weight still, and pushing everything back up. Left leg is lifted still. Lower down, and lift it back up. Beautiful. Make sure your elbows are tucked to the sides of your body. and lifting up through that chest for 3. In 2. In 1, meet me at the top here. Tuck the left toes underneath you as you draw that right knee in towards the chest to get that core. Drop that right knee down towards the mat. Lift up that left leg and back into that Pilates tricep push-up. Tuck those left toes underneath you. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. Beautiful. Take your time here, no rush. Amazing. Last 3. In 2. Last 1, drop it into that tricep push-up, lift up through, tuck those left toes under. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. Windshield wiper that knee out towards the right side, right elbow, and bring it to the left. Beautiful. Isolating this core, in and out for 5. Good. For 4. In 3. Yes, last 2. In 1, extend the leg long, drop down to those knees, and child's pose. Whoo, amazing job, guys. So good. Beautiful. Come back to all 4s, and let's take it to the other side. So you know what we're here for, so if anything fell off, take it away, or if you want to add a little bit more, take what you need. So now I'm on that left knee, extending that right leg nice and long. From here, weights are at chest level. Just going into that side bend first. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you side bend it through. Now we're getting both obliques here. Since we just did the other side, so you're going to feel both sides, which is very normal. And come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, lift it through. Now for this side bend, you don't have to go too far down. Everyone's range of motion is different, so do what feels comfortable for you. Adding on in 3. In 2. Last 1, side bend it through and come back to your starting position. Inhale, exhale as you side bend. Open up just that left arm down towards the mat. Bring it back together and come back to your starting position. Good. Beautiful. Last 3. In 2. 1 more side bend, open up that left side, back together, back to your starting position. Next time you side bend, open up both arms. 1 down towards the mat, 1 towards the ceiling, back to chest level, and back to starting position. Amazing. Drop it down, open, together, and back up. Beautiful. Last 3. In 2. Last 1. Side bend it through. Open up, close, and meet me back. Next time you side bend, isometric hold just the arms open and close. Don't come back to the top, just open and close. Good for 8. Last 5. Beautiful. 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Hold the arms open, small pulses, up and down for 5. Yes. 4. You got this. And 2. And 1. Come back to center. Rotate towards that front side of the mat. Rotate onto that left knee. From here, we are going to lift up through that right leg, going into that tricep push-up. Dropping it down. Round 2 right here. You got this. Just that tricep push-up. Right leg stays lifted the whole time and lift up through. Beautiful. Last 3 before we add on that knee drive. Into. Good. Last one. Tricep push-up. Lift it through. Tuck those right toes under. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. Drop that left knee back down. Lift up that right leg and back into that tricep push-up. Lift it through. Tuck the right toes and draw that left knee in. Yes. Last 3. Into. Good. Last one. Tricep push-up. Tuck those right toes underneath you. Draw that left knee in towards your chest. Hold. Windshield wiper out that left knee towards the left side of your elbow and bring it to that right elbow. Beautiful. For 8. You got this. Stay with me. In 5. Last 4. In 3. 2. And 1. Drop down to that left knee and child's pose. Stretch out that low back. Release the weights from the hands. Beautiful. Come back to all 4s. All right, let's get into our strength portion. Grab that Pilates ball and place it in between your legs. So getting a little bit of adductors here of the legs. Make sure you're not releasing that ball. Going into your upper body, so grabbing both of your weights right here, shoulders back. From here, lift up both arms into that lateral raise. Holding that left side up the whole entire time. We're just dropping that right arm down to meet the side of your body. Lift up into that front raise with that right arm. Lower it down. Lift it up into that side raise. Lower it down and lift it up into that front raise. Beautiful. Getting an isometric hold here of that left side. Amazing. In 5, we add on. In 3, meet me in that side raise. In 2, 1 more front raise. In 1, meet me in that lateral raise with that right side. Left arm drops down to that side of your body. We're isolating that right arm now as you lift that left arm to that front raise. Lower it back down and lift it into that lateral raise. Perfect. Front to lateral. You're going to feel this in the shoulders. You got this. Stay strong. We have 5. and 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. Hold that left lateral raise and slowly lower both arms down to meet the side of your body. From here, going into that bicep curl. Bicep curl as you hinge from the hips, and then come back to your starting position. Inhale, exhale, bicep curl, and come back through. Beautiful. And bring it back. Slow and controlled, and push it through. Last 5. And 3. Meet me in that hinge position in that top bicep curl in 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold that bicep curl, hinge from the hips. Tricep extension, bending from the elbows only, and back into that starting position. Just tricep extension. Beautiful. Extend the arms, really squeeze the triceps at the top. Last 8. And 2. Last 1, hold the weights into that bicep curl. Press the hips forward as you reach up into that shoulder press. From here, drop it down into that hinge, bend from the elbows, extend it back into that tricep extension. Lift everything up through shoulder press and extend it back. Lift it through. Beautiful. Last 5. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold that tricep extension. Flip those palms up towards the ceiling. Small pulses just of the arms up and down a few inches for 10. Good, you got this. For 8. And 5. Last 4. And 3. Shake it out in 2. And 1. Beautiful. Shake it out. Amazing job. Drop those weights down. Take that Pilates ball. Bring it towards the front of your mat. Meet me all the way down on your stomach. Beautiful. From here, spread your legs to meet the width of the mat. Your ball is at the front of your mat here. Soft bend in the elbows. Your gaze is down at the front of your mat. If you've done my classes before, we really have been working on our swan, but we are going to add a little bit more variation right here to help with more posture work. From here, inhale through the nose, exhale as you lift up through, slowly pulling everything in with that Pilates ball, not too high, gaze is always down at the mat, and then lower back down. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, exhale, and lower down. Beautiful. Last 3. And 2. Last one, meet me at the top here. From here, lift that left arm off that ball. Bring it around into a rotation. Try and touch your left glute, left side of your body. Bring it back, rotate back to center, and then lower down. Inhale through the nose. Rotate with that right arm. Bring it out and around towards that right side of your body. Everyone's range of motion is different, so do what feels good for you. And then lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Big rotation. And then lower down. One more each side. Last one. Meet me all the way down on your mat. Grab that Pilates ball with both hands. Gaze is down at the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you lift up the legs and the arms into that back extension. And then lower back down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Beautiful. Last 5. Last 2. In 1, hold everything lifted. Just bring that Pilates ball in, pull those elbows through, and extend it long for 8. Beautiful. In 5. 3. Hold the arms extended in 2. In 1, hold the arms extended. Just swim it out with the arms, with the legs, not the arms. Arms are fully extended, just the legs for 8. In 5, lower down in 4, last 3, in 2, and 1, lower everything, coming back down. Beautiful. Take that ball away, come up into your plank position. Get some water if you need it. We are at the home stretch right here. Extend the legs nice and long, holding that tall plank position here. Going into that leg pull, reaching that right leg up off the mat a few inches, not overextending, dropping it back down, lifting up through the other side. Beautiful. This is our last bit before we cool it down. Gaze is at the front of your mat. Stay strong. Take your time as you lift that leg and lower it. We're here for 8. You got this. In 4. Hold it here. In 3. Good. Last 2. In 1, hold that tall plank position right here. Slow mountain climbers, right knee to left elbow, and then bring it back. Beautiful. Just 15 seconds here. You got this. Last 10. In 5, stay strong. 3, 2, and 1. Drop to those knees, sit back into those hips. Reach the arms far in front of you and stretch it out. Beautiful, amazing job, guys. Walk the hands towards the right side of your mat. Isolate that left side of your body. Come back through center. Reach towards that left side. Come back through center, come to all fours, drop those hips down towards your mat into that cobra, gaze up towards the ceiling, rock side to side. Sit back into that child's pose for a few moments. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. As you push the hips forward one more time through for that cobra stretch. Beautiful, come to all fours. Swing the feet around towards the front of your mat. Sit in a crisscross position, just like how we started class in the beginning. Let's cross that right arm over your chest. Bring that left arm underneath and pull for that tricep stretch. Holding that right here. Slowly release. Bring it to the other side. Left arm over the chest, right arm under and through. Come back to center. From here, side bend it through. Drop that right forearm down to that mat. Lift up through that left arm to the right side. Inhale, exhale, bring it through. Drop that left forearm down. Right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, exhale, lift up through. Left hand meets that right hand. Slowly lower down to your heart center and clap it up for yourself. You guys made it through your upper body and core sculpt workout. It was a spicy one. It was effective. You guys did that. I'm so proud of you for completing day 2 of the Summer Sculpt series. If you have not, I highly recommend that you complete day 1 before this week ends. And with that being said, our next Summer Sculpt series is going to be on Monday, which I'm so excited. We are going to add a little bit more variety, so you're going to see that there. You are going to notice that there are going to be a few movements that we keep in, so that will allow you to get stronger in each and every workout. But with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you like the workout down below, and just thank you so much for being here. With that being said, I will see you Monday for your next Summer Sculpt series workout. Bye, guys.